I never believed in ghosts. Honestly, the idea that dead people come back always felt ridiculous to me. Until the night I recorded the sound of their breathing. My name is Joe. I'm a junior reporter at an online news portal. I investigate rumors, folklore, strange beliefs, and I always thought there was psychology behind every weird story, never reality. But what happened that night doesn't fit any explanation. One day, an email appeared in my inbox. Just one line. Never extinguish the fire of the cremation grounds. Whoever puts it out becomes unfinished himself. There was a location pinned to it, a remote area where even the mobile signal barely worked. I searched online and found out that in 1912, mass cremations of cholera victims took place there. But the bodies didn't fully burn. The phrase unfinished bodies kept ringing in my head, so I took my cameraman, Hope, and left. At around 11 p.m., the driver dropped us near the village and left quickly. The wind was unnaturally cold. Not even a dog barked. We started walking along a muddy path. The torch kept flickering, as if someone was blowing air on it from right above us. Hope suddenly whispered, "Bro, someone's walking with us." I heard it too, soft, muddy footsteps, not from far away. From exactly 2 steps behind us, the moment I turned around, the sound stopped, but a cold breath brushed against my neck. We reached an old rusted gate by the riverbank. The faded letters read, "Cremation Ground, 1912. The moment we stepped inside, my skin crawled. The entire place looked untouched for years. Yet, the center of the cremation ground was warm, slightly glowing red. I turned on my recorder. For a moment, there was only wind, the river, and insects. Then, suddenly, a voice said, "Don't extinguish the fire." My blood froze. Hope whispered shakily, "Bro." It said that right next to my ear I felt its breath. We pointed the torch into the smoke, and a shape slowly formed. A burnt body, half sitting, half melted, its eyes glowing like deep red coal, and then every light we had went out. It was pitch dark. All I could hear was my heartbeat and someone else breathing, very close. Then the voice returned, but this time it spoke my name. "You finally came, Joe." It didn't sound human, more like speech mixed with burned, damaged lungs. An orange glow rose from the riverside. An old man stood beside the fire, throwing handfuls of ashes into the flames. Half of his own body was burnt black. He said, "This fire is unfinished. When the fire dies, those who weren't fully burned come back." I asked, trembling, "Who are you?" He turned. His eyes were hollow darkness. "I am the guardian of the last cremation. Tonight you are not just a reporter. Tonight you are unfinished too." 100 screams erupted from the ground all at once. The soil shook beneath my feet. The fire burst upward violently. I ran. At the gate, Hope was standing still, expression blank, eyes dead. He said, "Why are you leaving, bro? The report isn't finished." I touched his shoulder. It was burning hot, like a glowing coal. His face started melting. Jaw, cheeks, eyes, dripping like soft flesh and smoke. His voice twisted, half human, half animal. "Come back. You can't extinguish the fire of the unfinished." And everything went black. I woke up at a tea stall in the morning. Villagers surrounded me. I asked, "Where is Hope?" They looked confused. One of them said, "Son, you were alone. There was no one with you." My head spun. I checked my phone. The night's recording was there. The video was all black. But the audio, heavy footsteps, fire crackling, river flowing, someone breathing, and at the end, "Don't extinguish the fire." Joe, the worst part, My editor said, "This is your voice, Joe." Voice analysis showed a 96% match, which means the voice is mine. But I never said those words. Since that night, every midnight, a new audio file appears on my phone. Cremation ground, 1.m4a. Cremation ground, 2.m4a. I never record anything, but the files keep coming. Each one contains the same sounds. Wood burning, river flowing, someone walking, and that same voice. We are not unfinished anymore. You brought us back, Joe. At night, my reflection doesn't show in the mirror anymore, only smoky stains. Sometimes, burned smell rises from my own shoulder, even when I remove the recorder's battery. By dawn, the battery is back in place, and the device is recording again, even now, right beside me. The recorder is playing. Fire, smoke, breathing, and that voice. No one can extinguish the cremation fire, because now you're one of them. A dark figure stands outside my window, 2 red eyes staring straight at me. At midnight, it will return. It will turn on my recorder. It will search for the unfinished. If you're listening, don't go to that cremation ground. It's not a graveyard. It's a prison for the unfinished. And no one ever returns. No one.